everyone. So I thought I'd talk about betrayal as far as what is the definition of betrayal, who betrays us, and why does it hurt. So betrayal is the breaking of a spoken or unspoken rule. Think about it. Every relationship has a set of spoken or unspoken rules, and when those rules are broken and violated, that's a betrayal. The way it works is the more you trusted and depended upon the person, the bigger the betrayal. So for example, a child who is completely dependent on their parent and the parent does something really hurtful, harmful, that's going to have a bigger impact than, let's say, a coworker taking credit for your idea. Still hurts, but it's not going to have the same impact. So betrayal has lots of faces. Here are a few. It could be someone in a position of authority, a parent, a teacher, a coach, a mentor, and the understanding was, whether spoken or unspoken, you listen to me and I will take care of you and keep you safe or guide you appropriately. And then they do something inappropriate or harmful. That's a betrayal. You could feel betrayed by God. You can have an unspoken rule that if you go to your place of worship and pray, you'll be kept safe, and then something happens. You could feel like that's a betrayal. It could be, let's say, a sibling, and the understanding is when mom and dad need us one day, financially or otherwise, we'll be there for them. And then mom and dad at some point need you, and your sibling isn't anywhere to be found. That's a betrayal. It could be a partner. We'll be together, just me and you, and then they have an affair. That's a betrayal. It can be a best friend, where, the understanding is your secret is safe with me. And then, you see that they've told your secret and there it is on Facebook or someone else knows about it. Or, we can have self-betrayals too. And self-betrayals can be anything like, let's say you have a disease. Your understanding was, if I eat well and exercise and do all I can, I'll be healthy. And then you get some disease and you can look at that as a betrayal. Or let's say you've made a promise to yourself, I'm not going to drink anymore. I'm not going to do drugs anymore. And you keep doing that. You can feel like you're betraying yourself. Or maybe you just made a decision to stand up for yourself in a certain situation and you didn't. And then you could feel like you're betraying your own values and your own word to yourself. So betrayal has so many faces. And the reason why it hurts so much, especially when we're talking about other people, is because without our awareness or consent, someone decided to put their needs above yours. And you were abiding by the rules. You were honoring the agreement that you had. You thought that you both had the same agreements and the same values and the same ethics and the same moral fiber, whatever. And then all of a sudden you realize that you don't. And it's really, if you've ever been in this experience, it feels as if the person closest to you, think about it. You're never betrayed by people you don't know. It's always by the people closest to you. You feel as if they've taken a mask off and revealed who they truly are. And that's a shock. It's an absolute shock to the body and mind because, relationships are based on this foundation of trust. It's what enables us to feel safe and feel secure and rest easy knowing that, if the people outside of my circle of safety here are causing harm or damage or they're being crazy, I have the people closest to me that I can feel safe with and I can come back to. And really the way it works is with betrayal, when the people you trust the most prove untrustworthy, who do you trust? When the ones you'd run to when other people are causing harm are in fact the ones causing the harm, where do you go? So this is an absolute shock to the body, to the mind, to the worldview, which is the way we view the world, because we were viewing the world under the understanding that, okay, it's safe to be with you, I can trust you, I can rely on you, and then in an instant, it's like the rug has been pulled from under us and we realize, oh no, we can't. And it's blindsided, is the word that comes to mind for most people. And it's a shock. It's an absolute shock. So, of course, it was, my own betrayals that led me to the PhD study on how women experience betrayal, what holds them back and what helps them heal. Because I needed to understand how the mind works, why we do what we do and how we can heal. And to prepare for this study, I purposely, you could do a study a few ways. You could do what's called a quantitative study, which is where you just kind of survey a mass amount of people and get a general, general response. I really wanted to understand the lived experience of women who've been betrayed. What was their day like, before they discovered their betrayal, and what was it like after? What were their lives like as far as their work, their family? What was going on in their heads? How did they feel about themselves? What led up to it, whatever it was? And then what happened to them physically, mentally, emotionally, psychologically, spiritually, right when they discovered their betrayal? And then what stages did they go through? What did they feel next? What happened? And what did it lead to? How did it affect their friends? How did it affect other members of their family? Whatever the betrayal experience was. And it's interesting. At first, I was really looking to study women who've been betrayed by a family member, partner, or friend. And it turned into, I had to change the study because I couldn't find anybody who was so absolutely broken. Of course, we're never broken, we're bent, right? Couldn't find anybody who was broken from the betrayal of a friend. It was really the family members and the partners who absolutely just destroyed us. But we, with what we've learned in the study, we can bounce back better than before. So what's so exciting about what the study led to was, as devastatingly painful and as heartbroken and as shocked and overwhelmed and confused and blindsided and every other negative emotion you could imagine happens because of betrayal, there is not just an upside. There is a way to physically, mentally, and emotionally transform beyond what you were before it even happened to a newly termed state called post-betrayal transformation. And that's the intention of this podcast, what you can look forward to. We're going to be giving you tips, tools, strategies, and everything to find out what the stages are, where you're at. And I'll be talking about the stages in another episode, where you are on your betrayal experience here. And you know what's so great about that too? You're going to understand that you're not crazy, you're not alone, and there's a way to heal from all of it. So what I love about what you'll be learning is, betrayal can be so isolating, and we're filled with so much shame or embarrassment, or we don't talk about it because we don't want the self-pity, or we just don't want the drama, or we don't want to be embarrassed, or we're humiliated. Whatever the emotion is, it's so much to manage. But you're going to see how you're in the right place, because everyone tuning in gets it, and everyone who is a guest on the show gets it. Certainly, I've had my own betrayal experiences. I get it. I mean, for me to be teaching this, I've been there, and I'm coming to you from a place now of healing. Of course, I'm always growing and healing, but one of my favorite authors, Dr. Joe Dispenza, I remember he said, it was something like, wisdom is the experience without the pain. And I was waiting to get to that point of wisdom to bring all this to you. Because when you're just blindsided by your own pain, you can't teach. So I wanted to get to that point where I was able to teach you how to move through the 5 stages from shock to post-betrayal transformation that were discovered in the study, and that's what we'll be doing. But for now, just for this first episode here, I just want you to realize, like I said, you're not crazy, you're not alone, and there's a way to heal from all of it. The intention is to take you to this place of post-betrayal transformation. Not only is it probable, it's predictable, and I'm here with you. I've been there. My heart's been broken. I've been blindsided. I was absolutely wondering if I could ever heal. Not only have I healed, you're going to hear from just so many amazing people who've done it too. So hang in there and keep tuning in. I just can't wait to share this information with you. Take care.